Today I'm having a look at a very simple but smart product from Kingwin. It's their hard drive power switch. By the way, the model number is HDD-PS6. What can you do with it? Well, let's just say you have a drive or a number of drives that you use for backup, and well, you probably only back up once or twice a week or maybe less. So what happens? That drive or drives are on all of the time. They are adding heat inside the case. Of course, there's wear and tear on the drive, also consuming more power and of course more noise. With this, you can turn the drive or drives off when they're not being backed up to. As well, maybe you have another drive for another operating system that you're testing or whatever. You can turn that on and off when you want to. And as well, you can control all of these drives from the outside of your case. This gets installed in a 5¼ drive bay. The box looks great, plus it has lots of information as well as pictures of the product on it. Included is information on how you can contact Kingwin and let them know if you're satisfied or not, plus a user's guide, as well as screws for mounting the hard drive power switch in the case's 5¼ drive bay, and the unit itself, which comes in an anti-static bag. Now this is in essence a very basic idea because all you're doing is turning a drive on or off, but it can be very useful as I've already outlined. Now with this you can fit up to 6 2.5-inch or 3.5-inch SATA drives, so solid state or mechanical drives, not a problem. As well, every single switch has an LED so you know if it's on or off. At the front here you can see that they have their Kingwin logo at the top left and at the top right, just indicating when it is on and off. So when it's on, of course, it's going to illuminate, it's pressed all the way in. When it's off, it's all the way out. Both sides are the same. You have screw holes for mounting it in a 5¼ drive bay. Here's the printed circuit board, and at the back, you've got 2 power leads on either side. Now, these are for actually powering the drives. And at the end of these, you can either connect them into the power supply's 4-pin Mullux lead or the SATA lead. That's good because it gives you that choice. And by the way, all of the powered SATA connectors are labeled. You can see that they are labeled here. They're also labeled at the other end. Setup is really easy. First, install the hard drive power switch in the case's 5¼ drive bay. Then you'll need to power the unit. To do so, you've got 2 connectors here on either side, and you would use one of these leads to the power supply, whether it be the 4-pin or the SATA or SATA, whatever you prefer, connector. So one on either side. I've got that done now. Then move on to powering the drive or drives. I've made that connection. Then make the data connection from the drive into the motherboard or the drive controller. With all the connections made, let me power on a drive. So just push in. You can see that they have a blue LED, and when you're finished using this drive, you can simply power it off. And it looks great when installed in the case. So if you're into backups and maybe booting or testing other operating systems and you want to conserve power, have less noise, less heat inside of your computer system, and make your drives last longer, this just might be the product for you. Overall, it's kick-ass. Until next time, take care.